cancer. One of my Enoch has Erev Yom Kippur, he said, we give a Kalpor's girl, Zah Moedes Sheikh Liz Zoka. It's a 6-year-old. So you want to know, do you have to give Mamish Moedes or can you give a credit card also? The Ori Mikwot, Rabbi Shoigig, Ori Mikwot, one Mikwot, he has to go to Ori Mikwot, where were the Sheish Ori Mikwot Yelachem? They were in of all in the Eretz Yisrael, of all the Shvatim, it was the Chedek of Shevet Levi. Why have the Shevet Levi? Why was Rabbi Shoigig, he had to go to Shevet Levi? Because the Tzar Doshim, Rabbi Masei, the tremendous difference between civil justice for Havlo and Torah Doshim, how they understood. The civil justice, a criminal, what do they do with him? He committed a crime, so they put him instead of rehabilitating him, so they put him together with other criminals, and whatever he didn't know before, he comes out a graduated criminal. They exchange information and how they committed crimes, how bright they were, how smart, how they eluded the law, and the Torah Gleish understood, no, that's not the way to do it. The problem was he's missing, so he's not exposed to enough ruchnius, enough Torah, enough kedusha. He's missing that. He's naked in ruchnius and kedusha, and that's why he committed these crimes. So he put us in Mishevet Levi in a special sphere of Talmid HaChomim, of Gedolei Torah, and that hashpaya, that jacket that he's missing, fill the need in his shama, in his background, and it'll come out the bishleimus. There was he was one around the Spalding, a true fact, a case. One around the Spalding, Nebach was a victim of an unsolved murder. He was murdered as he came home from his office. He was murdered. Shmuel Samuel Kinsel, a number of years ago, he was murdered just as he drove up to his house out in the 5 towns, and it was unsolved for years. An unsolved murder. The only thing they had were some cigarette butts, and the forensic technique was not that developed at that time yet, in 1980. It wasn't quite that developed, so they preserved the cigarette butts, and they were looking for who might be a criminal, who are the criminals. So their investigation led them. The reason they couldn't find them was because they were sitting in jail for another crime. They were not on circulation. But it wasn't. They didn't have quite enough conclusive evidence. So what did they do? They quietly arranged to put both of them in the same cell. One was sitting in New York in one penitentiary, and one was sitting out in California, one in Sing Sing, and one in Alcatraz. And they put them both together in Alcatraz, and when they saw each other, it was a big reunion. It was a simcha. So they wired the entire cell, and they began talking between themselves how they pulled off that murder. They never found them. So there you have the fact that the Torah Doshim had the right rehabilitation. Hanani v'akashi oimer.
Might have a good chaplain sometimes.